and welcome to the news update on AFRICUNIA television, reaching you from our studio in the nation's commercial capital, Lagos, Nigeria. I am Deborah Ezeh. Many thanks for joining me. We begin from Nigeria. Rising debt has pushed Nigeria up the World Bank top 10 International Development Association borrowers list. The World Bank fiscal year 2021 audited financial statement, known as the IDA financial statement, showed that Nigeria was rated 5th on the list with $11.7 billion IDA stock or debt stock as of June 30, 2021. However, the newly released World Bank fiscal year 2022 audited financial statement for IDA showed that Nigeria has moved to 4th position on the list with $138 billion IDA debt stock as of June 30, 2022. This shows that Nigeria accumulated about $1.3 billion IDA debt within a fiscal year, with the country taking over the 4th top debtor position from Vietnam. Now, this debt is different from the outstanding loan of $486 million from the World Bank International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. The top 5 countries on the list slightly reduced their IDA debt stock, except Nigeria. India, which is still the first on the list, reduced its IDA debt stock from $22 billion in the previous fiscal year to $19.7 billion, followed by Bangladesh from $18.1 billion to $18 billion. It is followed by Pakistan, which quotes its debt from $16.4 billion to $15.8 billion, and lastly Vietnam, which went down the list to 5th position from $14.1 billion to $12.9 billion. The bank said Nigeria's debt remains sustainable, albeit vulnerable and costly, especially due to large and growing financing from the Central Bank of Nigeria. And now moving on, security operative in Sambongeri village, Wase local council of Plateau State, have gunned down 8 bandits. The incident occurred during a joint operation of Operation Safe Haven, a multi-security task force deployed to restore law and order in the state, and vigilante operative to flush out bandits in Wase. It was gathered that the operation began on Saturday and continued till Sunday night, and Abdullah Usman, a resident, told newsmen that during the clash, Zurak and Yadi Lawan villages, which has been seized and served as base for bandits, were recovered by the military. However, the crack team of the Borno State Police Command lost an officer in a clash with Islamic State of West African Province terrorists along Maiduguri-Damaturu Road. Confirming the incident yesterday in Maiduguri, a counter-insurgency expert and analyst, Zagazola Makama, disclosed that beside the loss of personnel, about 6 other policemen sustained injuries while repelling the terrorists. According to him, the terrorists in large numbers attacked policemen at the checkpoints yesterday, shooting sporadically to scare motorists and commuters along the road. He, however, noted that 2 officers on duty engaged the terrorists in a gun duel, resulting in the killing of a policeman. Now, away from Nigeria, head of Kenyan electoral body IEBC has suspended voting in 4 places in the country as ballot papers in those areas have wrong details. The affected areas are Mombasa and Kakamega Governor seat and Kachibela and Pokot South MP seat. Details and images of the candidate listed on the ballots were wrong, and Chairman Wafulu of Kenyan electoral body, the IEBC, said in a BBC report on Tuesday, August 9th, approximately 22.1 million registered voters in Kenya will be exercising their constitutional rights to elect a new president as well as legislators. And meanwhile, the D-Day is here. 100 lined up to vote in a high-stake election Tuesday. 22.1 million registered voters will elect their president, senators, governors, lawmakers, women representatives, and some 1,500 county officials before 3 a.m. GMT, the official opening hour for polls. Citizens queued to participate in the general election, taking place against a backdrop of soaring prices for food and fuel. A drought that have left millions hungry and deep disenchantment with the political elites, especially among the youth. Both Odinga and Ruto have called for a peaceful vote, but fears remain that if the losing candidate challenges the outcome, as widely as expected, the discord could erupt into street fighting. Security is tight with more than 150,000 officers being deployed. Still on the African scene, 6 migrants were found dead at sea and other missing after the boat sank Monday off Algerian coast. Local television reported, adding that 6 survivors were rescued. 6 bodies were recovered and 6 injured people, including a pregnant woman, were transferred to Benem Hospital west of Odres, according to private television station in Hara. The boats carried nationals from various sub-Saharan African countries attempting to cross the Mediterranean capsized at around 4 a.m. near Baimain, a few kilometers west of Algeria's city center. Search and rescue operations are continuing to find other missing people, according to images broadcast by television. Various reports published by the Algerian Defense Ministry says that between 1st January and 2nd August, the Coast Guard foiled class-standing immigration attempts, usually to Spain, and rescued 2,352 people on board unmanned boats. We now go for a short break, and when we come back, it's updates making the rounds on the foreign scene. Stay with me.
Do you have a clue? Best bank for me and you, where the interest is nice and cool. AFRICUNIA day for you. Trust is our virtue, cause we make it all about you. Our great plans are open to you. All you need is to make a move. Ooh, AFRICUNIA bank will give you more. You know the interest in your fixed deposits, it's more. Oh, AFRICUNIA bank will give you more. And you never go like us, we always giving more.
And now welcome back onto the foreign scene. Taiwan's foreign minister said on Tuesday that China was using the military drills it launched in protest against U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit as a game plan to prepare for an invasion of the self-ruled island. Joseph Wu, speaking at a press conference in Taipei, offered no timetable for a possible invasion of Taiwan, which is claimed by China as its own. He said China or Taiwan would not be intimidated even as the drills continued, with China often breaching the unofficial median line down the Taiwan Strait. Wu spoke as military tensions simmer after the scheduled end on Sunday of 4 days of the largest ever Chinese exercise surrounding the island drills. That included ballistic missile launches and simulated sea and air attack in the skies and sea surrounding Taiwan. And now moving on, Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida will reshuffle his cabinet on Wednesday, paying attention to politicians' ties with the Unification Church, seeking to distance his administration from the controversial group and reverse a slump in opinion polls. The reshuffle comes as Kishida's administration faces stumbling support rates, public scrutiny of links between the group and ruling Liberal Democratic Party lawmakers has increased markedly since former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was gunned down last month at a campaign rally. Abe was shot by a man whose mother is a member and who told investigators he believed Abe had promoted the group to which his mother made ruinous donation. Kishida said on Tuesday that incoming new members of his cabinet and new ruling party officials must thoroughly review their ties with the group. Still on the foreign scene, Russia continued to focus on reinforcing its defenses southern Ukraine over the weekend, while also maintaining attacks on key positions in the Donetsk region in the east, Britain said on Monday. Bakhmut has been Moscow's most successful axis in eastern Ukraine Donbass over the last 30 days, although Russia has only managed to advance about 10 kilometers in the region. Now, the British Defense Ministry said in a regular intelligence update, in other Donbass sector where Russia was attempting to break through, its forces have not gained more than 3 kilometers during the 30-day period, almost certainly significantly less than planned. We now head to the sports scene. Manchester United have turned their attention to Adrien Rabiot to solve their midfield problem as talks for Frankie de Jong continue to stall. The move comes from left field after a summer-long pursuit of Barcelona midfielder de Jong and has been met with skepticism by supporters. It was only on Friday that United manager Erik ten Hag said it was important to sign the right player rather than buying just anyone when quizzed about the club's slow business this summer. Sunday's 2-1 defeat to Brighton was a wake-up call for ten Hag as it laid bare the necessity for reinforcement in the midfield. Rabiot is now being lined up to remedy those problems. And finally, England centre-back Conor Coady has joined Everton on a season-long loan from Premier League rivals Wolves. It was announced on Monday. The Toffees were left short on defenders after both Ben Godfrey and Yerry Mina were injured during a 1-0 defeat by Chelsea in the opening match of the new league season on Saturday. This move sees Wolves captain Coady returning to his home city 8 years after leaving Liverpool, where he came through the Anfield Club Academy. Coady is the fourth player to arrive at Goodison Park during the current transfer window, following the Burnley duo of James Tarkowski and Dwight McNeil, as well as Sporting Lisbon defender Ruben Vinagre. And that concludes the news update on AFRICUNIA television today. Do follow all our social media platforms displaying on your screen to stay connected and updated to our news and other programs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and also link us up on www.africunia.tv. Once again, I am Deborah Ezeh. Many thanks for watching.